we have Dan Kaplan, who has written a very powerful book called Walking in Greatness Together. And today we're getting the opportunity to go through your life. We're sharing, this is just the beginning of what matters most to you now and how that is connected to what has emerged for you through the years, and most of all, the beautiful opportunity to share you as the artist with a vision that you have and where you are on the road to that vision. But first, what we're going to do, Dan, is frame what we're going to talk about today, because we've got different interviews coming up, and we chose one, you chose one. And so would you start there and certainly, take about 5 minutes and go backwards as to how it's relevant to you around what you're working on.
Well, the first thing is to become one with nature.
Okay.
And that goes for everybody.
Everyone.
Yes.
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 And why is that?
Because you are nature.
Now I was, sharing with other people that, and they're, what? We're nature? Tell us more about how that came to you, that we are nature, and what that means beneficially for us, for our friends, family, world.
Well, I actually have to go back to my visionary experience.
That's where we want to go then.
Yes. Where I actually, on my college courtyard at Lake Forest College that I attended during that time, I saw, it was primarily students walking in a courtyard, and they seemed totally oblivious to who they were and where they were going. And it was very interesting to me at that moment, because it just came from out of the blue, unexpectedly. There was no planning or anything, which was quite remarkable and very, very telling to me about all my previous experiences in my life, how they all had actually accumulated during my upbringing, my childhood, my adolescence. And all of a sudden there was this moment, this visionary experience that showed the true nature of myself and the reality in which I had been living in, and how it's been affecting me personally all this time. And there it was right in front of me, and I thank all the people who showed me that. And that's the thing. We need one another to support one another, and to help one another realize our wildest dreams, which is all excellent and just so good, no matter where that's coming from, and to really pursue that. Because even though it may feel like, oh, this is unrealistic or never going to happen in this world, yes, it will.
See, I know you're so conscious of that, and you're dedicated to that. Can we go to not stories of your past, but if you had to describe yourself and where you are, what you've come to see from the perspective of looking backwards, and saying, okay, there's Dan Kaplan, the artist, the indefinitely visionary. And what I've noticed on my side working with you, as my authors are thought leaders, that you are dedicated to telling your truth, and I'm a sucker, if you will, for somebody who has a strong belief in betterment of the world, and then the idea that you will not give up on it. And but you have, if you don't mind, you have physical challenges, and you've even taken those, and with the support of a trainer, with uh, the support of family, friends, people are very taken with you and your commitment to wellness. And so to me, that connects to nature too. And I would have to say, for me, realistically, the last 5 years have been taking walks every day. And that makes such a difference since we're on the nature element. But I'd love to hear from you how you, I love when you start talking about the workouts that you have, the things you've been doing, the physical things that have thwarted you somewhat, but you move forward anyway, and you smile so much more than you frown.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. As time goes on, the more there is to smile about, and that is to meet your challenges courageously. And when
Mhm.
you do that, you get to really learn about who you are. It's
Mhm.
who we are is just amazing. We're so much more than we think we are.
Mm. Mhm.
That's that's the kicker. And on our planet, there's so many laws, regulations, rules, uh,
Mhm.
really seem to put you in your place, so to speak, but don't let them, because
Mhm.
you. Repeat it again. You are so much more than that.
Mhm.
And in my own pursuits of what I'm doing right now, I
Mhm.
realize this, but you have to deal with this world.
Mhm.
This is part of the reality, but there's also a part of it within yourself, very deep,
Mhm.
that is so meaningful and purposeful.
Yeah.
And you must get in touch and listen to that. So
Mm.
when you combine your passion, your determination, your desire for things, and you can combine it with how you have to deal with it on our planet, you can go as far as you want.
And
And
I and that again comes back to the walking in greatness together. Can you talk about some of the things? Like I said the other day, you were talking about you have scoliosis, you have other things going on with you, and you've had issues throughout your life, but with the support of others and your strong belief in continuous growth inside and outside, you're really addressing things and giving hope to others who they hopefully will feel like they can move forward with their lives by seeing what you've done, because you've really we've known each other for well over a decade, and you don't give up and you keep going.
it's so key for everybody. And that's the beauty of this. Everybody can do this, and they have the capacity and ability to achieve whatever they they desire within themselves.
Yes.
And you are you are at complete control at the wheel for all of this, to set your journey and go where you need to go, and enjoy the ride, the journey, enjoy, which means enjoying and living a, a full life.
What
And
about your the support of people who've helped you, and then how does your workbook, the way you've set it forth, how might that help others too? And I do
well,
like walking in greatness together by, because it's so connective. People would enjoy that.
yeah, what you have to first realize is that it's you
Mhm.
who has to make use of the support.
Mhm.
People can tell you all sorts of things, but it's you that must take the action to
Mhm.
exercise these things that people tell you, oh, you're blessed, you're this, you're that. I've been complimented my whole life, but that's
Mhm.
great. But it's you who have to take all that and put it into a form of action that serves you. And if
Yeah.
everybody does that, our world would be a much better place, and problems would become resolved over
Mhm.
time. Things take work.
Mhm.
They don't happen to snap of the fingers.
Mhm.
But if you're dedicated, and yeah, and a lot of times I put my nose to the grindstone,
Mhm.
but I've created the inner belief and confidence within myself to be
Mhm.
able to achieve things by being patient and driven and determined to
Mhm.
accomplish.
And
That's
the guidebook takes it step by step, enlightenment. Do you have your guidebook with you? I know you
yeah,
held it up, so you
right here.
obviously have it. Can you read one of the beginning pieces? Just a paragraph or so. Just what I love as a writer, publisher, book coach, is I believe that um, and I love this. It's like in your honor, the war of art, and Stephen Pressfield is amazing. And I got to actually work with him with um, Seth Godin, who I get to be part of a street team in 2008, and 70 of us helped. And the war of art is is really a wonderful book for people who are nervous and worried that they are going to be torn apart if they write something and that someone doesn't like. But we're here to be the buffers and the supporters, and we're not the naysayers, we're rooting for you. So why don't you read something and pull some of the pearls out of the guidebook.
Yeah, Bob, I want to respond to what you just said
Yes.
before I read the paragraph.
Yes.
Is that you can take or think of all these naysayers and all these challenges as
Mhm.
something positive, something that you will learn from. And if you
Mhm.
take that positive approach, no matter what happens, whatever people say to you, you could make that into a very positive uh, aspect of what you're attempting to achieve. It's all good, but you got
Mhm.
to make it good. And
Yes.
that goes for everybody. Now
Yeah.
I'll read my very first paragraph
Okay.
in my guidebook.
Okay.
Uh, Become one with nature.
Mhm.
Phrase "I must get out in nature" reveals a fundamental misunderstanding of our existence. Nature isn't somewhere else; it's who we are at our core. This disconnect from our natural essence has led to devastating consequences for our world and ourselves. Even global spiritual leaders, despite their intentions for positive change, sometimes perpetuate this separatist mindset.
That's very powerful. And one of my favorite things in the whole world, I don't even want to call them things when you say nature, would be trees. And just hearing the story, or the story of magnolia trees. I helped a company brand themselves, and it was Magnolia Homes. Let's help you restore your home to its original splendor. And I read all about magnolia trees, and the fact that when they were first there, it very limited here. And the family that had the magnolia tree, for whatever reason, the tree ended up being thrown away. But they went and got it. The wife got it. My understanding was, and then they replanted the tree, and it has. I mean, there are thousands and thousands of magnolia trees now, and it goes with what you're saying. No matter whatever comes at you, ask yourself, where's the bow and the rainbow. And I always said, where the rain bows, that's where the rainbow is. And there is possibility of joy and connection, with the earth, and it's a beautiful way to start the book. So what I'd like to do, because our focus is on taking like 20 minutes or so per segment, can you read the next, for the next step in or piece that you'd like to cover the next time, so we can invite more people to come. And yeah, you can go to any place you want. And what I learned from having a podcast is, it's the thing that makes it work is when it's conversational. So, in the spirit of connection and direction, what's next for you?
Well, but I want to respond to what you said again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, it's your sensitivity,
Yeah.
um, to to these aspects of support and beauty and nature that are around you, that you're a part of.
Hmm.
And you become sensitive to that. The more you realize that, the better you get at it, and the more you learn and understand about who you are and what you're all about. And that may take time, so be patient.
Hmm.
I've been patient for um, decades. I'd say over 50 years since my visionary experience, and now
Hmm.
things are kicking into gear. But things take time, and I have learned to become patient, and noting that my visionary experience was the most real experience that I ever had in my life.
Hmm.
But I had to become uh, sensitive and realize what that actually meant and what that was.
Hmm.
And it's taken time for me to sort all those things out to reach the point where I am today.
Hmm.
And that goes for everyone. So keep at it, because it's so worth it, because you are worth it.
Hmm. Do you want to share what you might be sharing the next time we get together?
Well, the nature aspect is very key, because you must understand that, and to embrace what is.
Hmm.
So what is what is?
That's it. It is what it is. Yeah, that's like, from other followers go that direction. It is what it is. But the idea of acceptance, determination, um, one of the big things is asking. It's amazing, even though it's frightening to ask, and I still have trouble asking. I have seen the wonderful things happen when you do make an ask. So, the one of the books, because I like to pull a book when I'm talking here. Let me see if I can find it. It is right here. 75 cage rattling questions to change the way you work. And this was really fun. And I created an acronym called ASK. And it's awaken with a question, spin out with more and better questions, and kindle and ignite with action questions. And I like to give a tip at the end of these sessions too. I was with a lot of, and I know you've talked about Argonne National Labs before. I think
Yeah,
we have that here.
yes.
Um, I did an event with a bunch of people from. We're at the customer service area in their companies, and the question that they pulled from there, because I would create interactive events, and this is how you do it from a book. And I had them say, okay, what if your top leaders were no longer there for whatever reason? What would you do? And we had these customer service individuals who were having a lot of fun with that and creating ideas because they were from different companies. And
Hmm.
then we sent what the discoveries were from their own staff from different companies, and it gave them a lot of lift. And so the message there is we're better together if you got the right people together than we are by ourselves. So if you can create a collaborative environment, that's where it's at. And so this is a very fun book. I'll be talking about it in the future, but I just like to pull from my wall of books where I've either helped the 175 authors or so. There's more books on either side, which it's hard to see all at once. And then my 10 books that I did with 6 traditional publishers, and just offering the wisdom from them, bringing them alive is what we're doing. So next time we look forward when we talk with you, Dan, for you to have another area you're going to focus on and offer your wisdom up to people out there who really deserve it and can benefit from it. So thank you, Dan, for being here,
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure.
and we'll be back next time. And this is what I call behind the book curtain. So we'll look forward to seeing you then. And thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, it's been wonderful. Thank you.